Hey guys, I'm back and we are playing Call of Duty Vanguard, putting up with this nonsense some more, I guess. What's up, Super? What's up, Alfonso? Uh, welcome. Thank you guys for stopping by. So yeah, we completed another weapon, the MG42. No joke, dude. Yesterday, I started working on this, and then about like an hour into it, I was like, I can't play this anymore, and put it down. And I was like, not even like halfway completed. Um, anyway, let's play the animation. Yeah, and I was like, okay, I'm done. I'm gonna just watch some TV and chill, and not do anything. And then Dragon jumped on, and I was like, okay, if Dragon's jumping on, then I'll also hop on. And thanks to his company, I actually managed to grind this gun out. Again, I didn't at all utilize the double XP weekend very smart. Like, as soon as I leveled up the gun, I just worked on the Camo Challenges. I didn't move on to the next one. So the final LMG, I haven't even touched. It's not leveled up at all. I would have easily been able to level up all the LMGs if I had bothered to do it that way. But instead, I decided to just complete the challenges and move on. Yeah. Like the whole dead drop spam thing right now that's going on, it's just miserable. So for the camo challenges, pack tactics is the 400 eliminations, surgical is 100 headshots, predatory ambition is 50 multi kills, reptilian is 5 kills without dying 30 times. You know, this gun's good, and this wouldn't have been a hard challenge if it wasn't for dead drop. Like the dead drop like bug where like people are just spamming like streaks at you. This wouldn't have been a hard challenge, but it actually took me time to complete. Like it was one of the last challenges I completed. Deadeye, get 100 long range kills. Like I only had a few left for the reptilian one, but it still pissed me off. Berserker is 100 close range kills. Wildcat is 100 bullet penetration kills. This one's a bit of a grind, dude. But what to do? Survivalist is 100 hipfire kills with the Krosnik 350 rapid barrel, remove stock, and Titan grip proficiency equipped. MindGames is 100 ADS kills with the VDD 680 331 barrel, the 8mm Klauser 50 round fast mags, and the Krosnek S91 MG stock. And Death Artist is get 100 long shot kills with the Krosnek 450 842 MG barrel, 13 anti-material, 225 round drums magazine, and the wrecked proficiency. Yeah, so those are the camo challenges. So for the Survivalist build, you want to get the 100 hipfire kills with the Krosnek rapid barrel, the remove stock, and the Titan grip proficiency. I can't remember, but I'm presuming this barrel doesn't unlock at level 60. So you do have, yeah, I think it was like level 64 or something like that where it unlocks. So you do have to like grind a little bit before you can even like work on this challenge. Fire rate increase at the cost of accuracy and sprint to fire speed. Remove stock is +2 hipfire accuracy, +1 movement speed at the cost of -2 accuracy, -2 recoil control. And the tight grip proficiency is +1 accuracy and recoil during sustained fire. So I went with a recoil booster. The optic doesn't matter because you're going to be hip firing this thing anyway. fully loaded, fabric grip for the hip fire accuracy and all. Now this one, the 8mm Klauser 250 round drum, box, this unlocks at like level 69. So for the most part, I was actually not even using an ammo type. The base ammo is actually really good on this gun. But once it unlocked, this is the obvious choice for the hip fire thing. And then I went with frangible as the bullet type because you're going to be spraying and all. You're going to be hitting all over the body. So might as well like do some kind of nonsense with it. And the SMLE patrol grip for the hip fire and sprint to fire and all that. I wasn't really sprinting around with it. I was just walking around in like shipment and DOS house, like using it. It's not bad, but you are putting yourself at quite a disadvantage because like it is a bit of a hip fire. You just need to be hip firing with this build. It's not really good for like aiming down sights. So I hate saying this, but I do recommend throwing on the combat shield. And hopefully they fix the combat shield so it's not like buggy and all when you're doing it or something like that. But you should protect your back while you're just walking around hip firing this gun. So yeah, in this rare occasion, I do recommend using the combat shield. Like honestly, dude, anyway, I'll get to it. 1 minute, Super. I'll just check your comments in a second. Just give me a second, dude. So for the MindGames one, you need 100 ADS kills with the VDD 660 barrel, the Klauser 50 round fast mags, and the Krosnek S91 MG stock. The VDD 680 mm 31M barrel gives you highly accurate and controllable reduced scope sway and gun bob at the cost of sprint to fire speed and hip fire accuracy. The Krosnek S91 MG stock is +3 horizontal recoil control, +1 aim down sight speed at the cost of -2 movement speed and -1 hip fire accuracy. I don't remember when this stock unlocked. I was just working, once I unlocked the hip fire build, I just started working on that one. So by the time I had completed that, I had like maxed out the gun. So I don't know if this one unlocked afterwards or what. And then the 8mm Klauser 50 round fast mags is +1 reload quickness at the cost of -1 magazine ammo capacity. Went with the F8 stabilizer, the Nider Model 47 optic. I actually like Frenzy on this because you get your health back a little bit if you kill someone. Fully loaded, fabric grip, FMJ rounds. Yeah, FMJ rounds I would either probably swap to the lengthened or something like that now. But obviously you're working on the bullet penetration's a good chunk of the like gun, leveling up or whatever. So I end up just using FMJ rounds for the most part with the LMGs. And the Carver foregrip. And then finally for the Death Artist, you need 100 long shot kills with the Krosnek 450mm B42 MG barrel, 13mm anti-material 125 round drum, and some proficiency or something like that, right? And the rec proficiency. So Krosnek 450mm B42 MG adds bullet velocity and range, accuracy, and highly accurate and controllable at the cost of hip fire accuracy, fire rate, and aim walk-in movement speed. 13mm anti-material 125 round drums gives you +2 bullet velocity and range, +1 bullet penetration, +1 damage at the cost of -5 recoil control and accuracy, -1 movement speed, -1 aim down sight speed, and -1 fire rate. And then the rec proficiency is +1 destruction. And this one I actually took it to hardcore to get the long shots, but it is actually not that good in hardcore either. Anyway, I added the recoil booster because you are slowing down the fire rate quite a bit. I'm using this scope, the 3 to 6x, because I think this scope doesn't have glint. It doesn't say it has glint on it. And having that extra zoom sometimes for the long range kills helps. Yeah. If it does have glint though, I'd probably switch to the 3.5x. I don't know though. No glint, it doesn't say it. So hopefully it doesn't have glint. The VDD 64M stock, fully loaded, Pintar grip. You can't have an ammo type with the anti-material rounds, so it blocks that out. And the Carver foregrip. Now, something about these anti-material rounds, it says it adds more damage, but I don't think it does. I think it actually makes it weaker. I could be wrong though, like stats wise it's saying like it's adding more damage and stuff like that, right? By 25%. But I'm fairly certain there's some bug where it's not actually adding that damage or something like that. I could be wrong though. It's definitely not a one-shot kill in hardcore. It's a two-shot thing. And just like the recoil and the accuracy is kind of all over the place. So like if you try to burst fire this gun like and just try to like slowly burst fire it, you're actually more often than not going to miss your shots at longer ranges. I found like if you sustain the fire, you have better recoil. I mean better like accuracy. But during that initial burst, the like bullets are all over the place. You'll miss a ton. Yeah, just something weird about these rounds. I've tried them in core also, like not just in hardcore. And I just did not like them at all. I prefer the standard rounds. For the most part, when I was leveling up this gun, like I actually didn't even have a magazine equipped because I just preferred the base like ammo type. Obviously, once I got the 250 round box, I was like, okay, this is gonna be fun, right? But by then I was already working on these other camo challenges. So yeah, those are the 3 builds. Let's jump right in and try them out. I'm gonna do a ship house for the hipfire build, and then we'll play the regular maps, I guess. Maybe we'll play a game of hardcore for the long range ones. Yeah. Yeah, there was no sale, dude. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. You know, I was like a little surprised there was nothing for sale. I wouldn't have bought anything, honestly, but yeah, a little letdown. They all went on vacation and they couldn't bother updating the shop, I'm guessing. What's up, Roy? Yeah, the MG42 was really good. It was really, really good.
Domination.
Jeez,
Defend the
forget
objective. This one's gonna.
Yeah, that game's over. And how much you want to bet it'll put me right back into that same game? You know, me and Dragon were talking about the dead drop bug, right? And like how like these streaks are being spammed. And he and I kind of like, we both had the same idea, but he like kind of like worded it out better. For me, like, I was just like, dude, I can't believe I'm actually missing the Cold War like system where like there was a cooldown period and you only got one streak every game and that was that, right? And his like follow-up to that was, you know, what they should be doing in this game is having cooldowns for the streaks. It shouldn't be that requisition style system where you're only able to get it once and then you're done for the like match pretty much, and then just keep on building. That shouldn't be part of it. But what should be a part of this system is there should be a cooldown for the streaks. So like you can use it, but once you use it, there's a cooldown before you can start using another one. Like a long cooldown for some of them.
Team deathmatch. Subdue all threats. It's all riding on this.
Yeah, so this one build I do recommend just throwing on the shield because you're putting yourself at the disadvantage of hip firing. I will say though, like once I get to my like it was getting so miserable playing this game, dude. everyone runs the riot shield at the moment. So like, literally those games where like everyone in the squad was running the riot shield. But yeah, it got to the point where I had like 3 more bloodthirsties, and I just put the riot shield on all my my main build, and just finally got the like 3 kills. Because dude,
Enemy glide bomb coming in hot.
once the like dead drop spam starts kicking in, like people get their streaks and start utilizing the dead drop in the game, it's near impossible to streak up. There's literally a squad of 4, right? And each one was running a different like high-end streak, like the flame nog, the dogs, and some other shit, yeah. And they camped the initial like grind, right? And then just kept on spamming the streaks again and again and again, dude.
Hostile recon in the air.
It's just like,
Spies in the sky.
who wants to play that kind of garbage, dude? You know, like, dude, who wants to play shit like that when it's like that? You know, I hope, I'm seriously hoping there's some kind of consequence for abusing the dead drop system. I know there probably won't be, like, because too many people are doing it. Like, they can't actually do any consequence without like affecting the whole community. But like, I hope there is some sort of consequence.
Hostile recon in the air. Spies in the sky. It's an embarrassment, this is. Hostile recon in the air. Spies in the sky. New intel ready for report.
I mean, for a hipfire build, this isn't horrible. Like, you do kill people with it. Like, the Type 11 also had the hipfire thing, I think. And that was absolute ass. Like, it was unusable in core mode. And this one, like, it depends. Like, you sometimes do okay with it. Like, you're never going to do amazing with it. But you can do okay with it, I guess. In core. I would presume in hardcore, this is nasty. Yeah, like, I think if there's a cooldown to the kill streaks, it would help this game a bit. Like, I don't know how the cooldown would work, though. Because once you die, you start earning the next set of kill streaks, right? That's just how the system works. So how would a cooldown work on a kill streak? When you die and, you know, like, you go on a streak and you should be earning something, right? So I don't know, but like, geez, I miss the cooldowns in like Cold War. Yeah, at the end of the game, the way that like everyone earns their streak, that sucked in Cold War. But at least having a cooldown meant like the people weren't gonna keep spamming like the streaks on you like hard, and that just got it's just got the most miserable. Like, it's so miserable. Like. Yeah, I like, if I know they're using the dead drop, I've just been reporting them for exploiting the game. I just put a report on them. Like, if I know for sure, like, if they call like 2 dogs in the same like game like too quickly, they get reported. Or it's just, dude, how are you supposed to like play this game, dude, with the way it goes, dude? like you'll be on like a 4 streak, and then suddenly the bombing runs will start happening, right? And the bombing runs, you don't know where it's dropping the bombs at all, and it just keeps dropping them for like 3 or 4 sweeps. So you can't, during those bombing runs, there's no chance of getting a bloodthirsty. On the smaller maps, the mortar strikes are just devastating. So you can't get a streak on those. It just sucks.
Domination. Protect the objective.
Like, I don't want to be playing like halfway completed games. I just don't. Yeah, like I literally had this gun. Like I played for like an hour or something after lunch yesterday, and it was the dead drop spam and all was just going on, and I was just like, I can't take this anymore, and I stopped playing. And then Dragon jumped on like a little bit later, and he's like, I was like, dude, is this guy really jumping on? He had told me he wasn't gonna jump on yesterday, so I was done for the day, thinking no one was gonna play it with me. And then Dragon jumped on, and I was like, okay, I'll jump on it. Started grinding with him at least. I mean, it was the same garbage, even with him. Like, we were still getting like the dead drop, and he stopped doing it. Like, he stopped using the dead drop stuff and all, because I've told him, I'm like, dude, it's just scummy. Yeah. And I mean, like, a lot of these perks don't work and stuff like that. Like, fortified doesn't work, like, at all. Like, it doesn't protect you from shit. It's like the flak jacket perk, supposedly. But like in hardcore, like if you're playing hardcore DOS house, it's just like gamma bomb spam or launcher spams into your like spawns. So you're just dying trying to get from one side to the other side on your own corners, like the 2 corners in your side of the map. You can't even cross the center because there's just spams of like nades and gamma bombs and launchers into that center spawn.
Hard point. Capture the
This build
objective.
isn't hard, but the 50 round ammo I felt is really low.
Hard point. Confirmed.
Like, considering you start off with like 125. So you end up dying before you can get on a good streak or anything. Your reload is the reload time is long.
Hardpoint activated. We have the lead. Keep it up. The enemy has taken the hardpoint. Lead is gone. Fight back. New intel ready for report. Vanguard mission ready. Find the bastards.
I honestly haven't even bothered using the high-end streaks at all. I just use these support streaks and that's it. Like, I don't think I've even used the high-end streaks.
We control the hardpoint. Hardpoint confirmed. Hardpoint's under fire. Hardpoint activated.
And there are definitely cheaters in the game at the moment, I'm fairly certain. Where's this guy?
Enemy has the hard point. Lost the hard point. We control the hard point. Hard point activated. Hostile bombers inbound. Hostile dogs in the zone. Watch out.
Someone's got the flame drop. And how much you want to bet he's dead dropping it after, like,
Hostile recon in
he's
the
gonna
air.
just keep dead dropping
Spies
it.
in the sky.
Even if you take him out, it's not gonna mean shit.
Contact at the hard point.
Oh, and the dogs too. Yeah, this game's done for. Guaranteed these people are dead dropping these challenges. I guarantee it. Like, these are exactly the type of people that will do it.
Hard point.
Another one will come up. Like, the guy will get one more kill and another one will come up. Okay.
Hard point activated.
Like, I hope there's some sort of like justice that happens. Like, Sledgehammer does something to, like, not prevent it only, but to, like, punish the people who abused it. If you did it like once in a while, fine, no big deal. But if you abused it, I hope something happens.
Hostile dogs in the zone.
Quick dogs again. No way.
Cover your heads.
No
Enemy
way.
bombers. Hostile recon in the air. Spies in the sky. Hard point confirmed.
No way he owned the dogs again. No chance.
Hard point is active. The enemy has taken the hard point. Lost the hard point.
And Dragon was doing this to boost his KD, right? I turned around to Dragon like today, yesterday. I was like, how can you even be proud of your KD?
Enemy's been alerted to our positions. Lost the hard point. Hard point located. Hard point is active. Hard point's under fire. Incoming bomb. Clear out.
I don't know what the kill streak for this is, but they've called in now like 2 or 3 of them.
Hostile dogs in the zone.
There's the dogs again. Is this guy really going on a 9 streak every time?
Hostile recon in the air. Spies in the sky. Enemy has bombers on the way.
Let's see another set of
Hard point
bombs.
located. Enemy's got a war machine coming. Hard point is active. The enemy has taken the hard.
Cold-blooded should just completely, like the dog shouldn't even attack you with cold-blooded in this game.
Enemy flank.
Look how many dogs there are here.
Dogs free out there. Hard point's under fire. sky. Pick up the slack. You're finished.
Oh, there's another flame mod, dude. I don't know. I don't think he is. I mean,
Hardpoint located. Hardpoint is active. Hardpoint is ours. Hostile recon in the air. Spies in the sky. Learn from this one and come back stronger.
you know, like, okay. Like, this is the kind of crap you have to put up with every other game, if not every game. It's either your team or the enemy team that's doing it, right? The dead drop garbage. We're playing hardcore because we'll try out this Death Artist build for the long shots. Like, I wouldn't mind trying it out in core. Actually, I wouldn't mind trying it out in core. Let's just give it a go in core. I might not do so well with it because I haven't actually tried the build in core. In hardcore, it's actually not that good. Like, because it's the accuracy is all over the place, and it's a two-shot, like at the longer ranges and stuff like that. Even at closer ranges, it's a two-shot. And like I said, like, unless you're like sustained fire in it, like, the accuracy is just all over the place. So you can't burst fire it and get those quick long shots. But we'll try it out in core. Not tactical though. What the fuck, didn't I have it on Blitz? I also don't like that map that much. Like, for the, like, camping LMG style or whatever, long range kills. Like, this guard dog's garbage also. Like, I should swap it, dude. Like, the dog just stands near you and doesn't do anything useful.
Got the supplies. Domination. Take the objective.
So this is obviously all the long shot spots. But in hardcore, it's... This will be more useful for the snipers and core. It'll be too many hit markers in core. For the long range, it'll be painful. And like... Look at everyone. You know, I need to start knowing my sniper rifle shit.
Hostile recon in the air. Spies in the sky.
There's a nice spot here, like if in hardcore, if you're...
Capturing Baker. Baker locked down.
We're actually protecting the snipers good here. Not letting them come through this garbage.
They're taking Baker. New intel, ready for report. Mission mission ready. Find the bug. Losing objective Charlie.
I was one of those guys who snuck in the back and irritated all those long shotters. Yeah, I'm level 508 on this game. So obviously the long shot spots on this map is up here. In hardcore I prefer it because it's like I can't even see anything with these fucking mortars going on, dude.
Losing objective Baker. Hostile recon in the air. Spies in the sky. Recon. Watch your head. Shells falling.
In hardcore, you'd get a lot of long
Next
shots
time, hold your
on this
ground.
map.
Cover your
With
heads.
LMG.
Enemy bombers.
Clearly not the most useful build for long shot core and long shots. This would have been painful. Fortunately, the LMGs don't have like as longer range as the snipers do, so you don't actually have to be that much like that far to get the long shots. But yeah, this was beyond this build's range in core mode for sustained fire and all that. Wouldn't have worked out. It's a good thing I actually did it in hardcore, I guess. It is a bit annoying in hardcore though, like I said. Like you can't burst kill people with this build because of like the accuracy and all that. The bullets don't go where it's supposed to. So you do need to kind of like sustain fire it and then hope you get the kills. So yeah, this is my build. Def 8 stabilizer, VDD 6.8 or whatever, this barrel. Nider model, VDD 64M stock, Frenzy, fully loaded, fabric grip. Where's fabric grip? So for the most part, leveling up the gun, I didn't even use a magazine type, like I said, but like I had a few bloodthirsties left, like by the end of like the grind, So I did decide to throw this 8mm Claza 250 round round box, and it's pretty nasty. It's pretty nasty, I'm not gonna lie. FMJ rounds and the Carver foregrip. Yeah. Like, what I was saying is, like, I've been avoiding using the riot shield on my back, but I needed to get like some bloodthirsties on this, and I just ended up like throwing the riot shield on my back for the last few bloodthirsties. And I realized, like, it's not that big of a deal to just use the riot shield on your back, dude. Like, it's significant. Like, it's like, once, like I said, once those dead drop users, exploiters start abusing it, like in your game, the game's done for. So anything to prevent that from happening, if it means having a riot shield on your back, why wouldn't you? Because that is so much worse than the riot shield bug. The dead drop thing is so much worse than the riot shield thing. The riot shield, yeah, someone tries to shoot at you and like the bullets don't register or whatever. I don't know what the fuck is the problem with the riot shield, but it is not half as bad as getting spammed. Those like dogs and the bombing runs and the flame nog. It's just not half as bad as those things, or the mortars going off again and again and again. I didn't even show the builds after the games. I'll show the builds at the end anyway. And you saw it at the beginning.
Domination. Defend the objective. Shit's gonna get ugly. There's no turning back now. Hunting with Charlie. They're taking Baker. We took the advantage.
This map spawns up bad as hell, dude. Like, I don't even know what I like there. Yeah, this center spawn's the worst. I might throw on the 2x on this. This map is a little, the longer lines like don't really help this NIDA model. This.
Recon aloft. We got eyes.
How is this guy just randomly shooting me?
Losing objective Baker. Capturing Able. Friendly guard dog on his way. Taking Baker. Locals are racked down.
Who the fuck is...
Hostile dogs in the zone. Incoming bomb. Clear out. Securing Baker.
Dude, can we push onto that side or no? We're just sitting on this side, I guess. I guess that's fine, whatever.
Hostile recon in the air. Spies in the sky. Enemy has bombers on the way. Damn locals giving away our positions.
This guy's probably using dead drops on the dogs.
Hostile dogs in the zone.
Yeah, he is. Camped one dog and now got it again and again and again.
Locals gave the enemy our location. Losing objective Baker. Baker is lost. Taking Able. Locals are batting us down. Recon sweeping the sector. Damn locals giving away our positions. Capturing Able. Capturing Baker. Taking Able. Hostile dogs in the zone.
I really hope there's some sort of like
Hostile
justice.
recon in the air. Fire! Incoming bomb! Clear out! Damn
For
locals
those
giving
people
away
that
our
do this.
positions.
There won't be, because Sledgehammer's a fucking bunch of pussies. They can't actually fucking punish the entire community for using shit that shouldn't be abused.
Hostile recon in the air. Spies in the sky. Allies called a bombing run. Incoming. Recon airborne. Eyes up. Hostile recon in the air. Spies in the sky.
No, what the fuck am I doing?
Securing Baker. Recon aloft. Locals gave the enemy our location.
And I'm not gonna do the dead drop thing. I'm just not.
Capturing Able.
I don't care, man. Just not gonna do it. Like, I'm so not gonna do it. So when they don't punish anyone and they just fix it because they're a bunch of pussies, you know, I'll be somewhat justified for saying what a shit developers they are.
Closing the Baker.
Nuni, please don't sit there. Get out of there. Just go somewhere else. You know, I kind of had some, like, I used to like Sledgehammer, but after this, I just, like, have utter despise for them.
Securing Baker.
Like, I despise them, dude. Like, they're,
Round is almost done. So are we.
couldn't have been a shittier development studio.
Closing with Baker.
And it's like, you know, yeah, you're dying by some people who are shooting you, but when you have like half a dozen to a dozen dogs all over the fucking place, how are you supposed to fucking concentrate on shooting people? Because those dogs will insta-kill you. So you have to focus on the fucking dogs that aren't giving you nothing. And you know, I'll tell you another thing. My stats are absolute shit in this game, right? Like my KD and all. And I'm fairly certain there's a good chunk of my kills and my like stats that are just not tracking at all. So like the few times that I do good, like the few rare times that I do good, like it's rarely tracking. Like I don't know, man. A lot of them deserve to be shit canned for just being incompetent. Like just they really are. Like, honestly, I'm thinking for these bigger maps, this 250 round drum is overkill. It was a lot of fun on like Das House and Shipment, but I think on the regular maps it's just overkill. Anyway, it's fine. Like in Das House and Shipment, the Nido like optic was fine, but like I find these bigger maps, it's not like, especially considering how like slow I am with this particular build. Like I don't particularly want to be moving around so much. Even without the 250, I'll still be really slow. So I think the 2x is better, just for the base maps.
Domination. Move out and secure the objective. Some will rise, some will fall. Closing, we're in the lead. Losing objective Baker. Baker. Hostile bombers inbound. Baker is lost. Recon airborne. Eyes up. Dog on call. Hostile dogs in the zone. Hell of a guard dog on the way to ya. Recon aloft. We got eyes. Taking Baker.
Wait, teammates, what are you looking at, teammates? Jeez. Why didn't you? Stuck on.
Hostile dogs in the zone. Cover your heads. Enemy bombers.
Did that guy not kill the guy? Okay, he didn't.
Hostile recon in the air. Spies in the sky.
These guys are calling. my class is set up for.
Capturing Charlie.
From my aim.
Losing objective Able. Enemy glide bombing coming. Hostile dogs in the zone.
Yeah, no chance. That guy's using dead drop. It's called 2 dogs, right? So I'm not gonna name names, but one dipshit YouTuber, okay? This dude's literally got connections to Activision, right? Like he gets called in to like test their stuff and all that for them and give them advice and all that, right? His advice to the community was, hey, everybody use dead drop. So you break the game and then the developers are like, will notice that there's an issue. Fucking butts, dude. Can't be a stupider motherfucker. And this is his common like advice. Like he will regularly, when something's broken, tell like the community to abuse it. Because he's too spineless to like actually use his contacts in a way that like benefits the community. Oh, that's a cool dog.
Capturing Able. Taking Able.
Like we would have lost this game anyway. Is there any reason to be using the dead drop dogs? Like how does that benefit your team, like who's already stomping us, dude?
Hostile recon in the air. Spies in the sky.
What would, like, I know no one's gonna comment on my videos and stuff like that, right? Because no one watches this shit. But like, I can't even, I'm trying to think of what would be a fitting punishment for dipshits that abuse this system. Like if you abuse the dead drop system, what deserves to happen to you, right? Because I'm stuck. And like, argument is like, why wouldn't you do it? Like if everyone else is doing it, why wouldn't you do it? But that's not the, like, dude, it's one thing to like, okay, let's just try it out once, like, or twice, you know? We'll see what it's like. But to keep doing it, to keep doing it, to keep doing it, dude. What does that gain you? That flamethrower didn't last very long.
Enemy's got a glide bombing coming.
Like, you're gonna show off your KD to like your friends, and your dumbass friends are gonna be like, oh wow, you have such a good KD.
Next
But
time,
anyone
hold
with
your
half a
ground.
brain will be like, know what you did to get that. Everyone will know what you did to get that. They'll be like, dude, this guy's just a loser.
Double. Oh, that was a solid 10.
BT, you can get reported. Like Dragon likes to troll people on the chat, dude. If they're like exploiting and they're trolling, dude, you're pathetic. You're fucking pathetic. Fucking losers in this game, dude. Yeah, you know what? Let's just do a game of ship house. Get it over with this stream. I'm kind of already tired of playing this game. There's two things I want to talk about at the end of the thing. One is like the shotguns, like what I think, and the other thing is this weapon system, the leveling system. Hopefully I remember. I'll probably forget, honestly. But I do want to talk
Team
about
deathmatch.
some of
Take
my
out all
thoughts
enemies.
behind
Shit's gonna get ugly.
something me and
There's
Dragon
no
were
turning back
talking
now.
about.
Took the advantage. New intel, ready for report. Recon missiles ready. Find a bug. Guard dog on call. Hell of a guard dog on the way to you. Recon, sweeping the sector. New intel, ready for report. Repo kill. Recon aloft, we got eyes.
Dude, what am I stuck on?
Recon mission ready. Find a bug.
So yeah, like shipment is like the, this is where like this 250 round mag really excels, obviously. Dude, did that guy just spawn behind me?
Friendly attack dogs on the way. Recon aloft. for report. Recon, moving the sector. Friendly bombing run on the way. Recon aloft. Got eyes. Five wasn't enough.
I think someone else mentioned this, but I'd like the option to skip this vote screen. Like just completely skip it. Like if I don't want to participate in that, I shouldn't have to sit through it. That'd be a nice option. Quality of life update. So yeah, gold unlocked on the MG42. Absolute dog shit game this is, but at least this gun wasn't horrible. Show the previous builds. Survivalist build, you want the Krosneck rapid barrel, remote stock, and the Titan grip proficiency. And then obviously I had all this other garbage on it. A very fire heavy build. You're not going to get much if you're aiming down sights with it, so just keep it in DOS house, ship house for this build, and you'll do okay. And I do recommend throwing on the combat shield, even though like it's a shitty thing to do somewhat. In this particular case, when you're hip firing the LMG and just walking around with it, it's useful. MindGames, you want the VDD barrel, like 31M barrel, Frenzy, and no, is it? I don't remember. Frenzy and this ammo type. Oh yeah, the barrel also, right? No, not Frenzy. The stock, right? The stock. So the VDD 31M barrel, the Krosneck S91 MG stock, and the 50 round fast mags. Nuni. All right, just stay, chill, stay. Fine, nuni. And then this is the other garbage I put on it. This is probably the weakest build. 50 rounds is not bad. You'll get like a few kills with it, but you'll be reloading it a lot, and the reload time's slow. So it's kind of annoying to deal with. But it's not a bad build. It's just like not ideal. I don't really like the fast mags. Nuni, you're messing with those wires. Don't fuck with that. Don't fuck with that, Nuni. Don't fuck with that. And then the Death Artist build is this, 1 minute. This barrel. Just, Nuni, give me a second, okay? It's not even lunchtime. I hate it when you do this. This barrel, the VDD 4064M like stock. Is it? Oh, dude, Jesus, I am not remembering these builds at all. It's the barrel, the ammo, and the rec proficiency, if I'm correct. Yes. So this barrel, this ammo type, the anti-material ammo, and the rec proficiency. Again, there's something buggy with this ammo. I honestly don't. It's possible like I'm feeling like it's not doing enough damage. Maybe because of like how bad the accuracy is. It's possible that might be the reason, but it just doesn't feel like it's doing as much damage as the base ammo. And then finally, my build, this is the build. The F8 stabilizer, VDD barrel, NIDA model, VDD 64M stock, Frenzy, fully loaded, fabric grip, FMJ rounds. Honestly, I think this is overkill. The 250 round box is useful for ship house, DOS house nonsense, but I would just not even bother with the magazine type in the core mode. Like, I mean, on the core maps. And then the carver foregrip. Just move. No need, just please stop it. Please stop it. Stop it! You know, the other thing that I'm not 100% sure is bugged is this bipod. Like, I've tried using it and I just don't feel like it helps enough. Even though it supposedly helps a ton, when I'm crouched, not necessarily when I'm mounted, but when I'm crouched and stuff like that, it doesn't feel like it's controlling the recoil in, certainly not to the extent of +4 recoil control, right? That sounds like an amazing boost to recoil control, but it just doesn't feel like it. That's why, like, for the this long range build, I would normally be like, yeah, use the bipod. You're gonna have to do long range, so you're gonna be back in the areas, you know, like, and you're just camping. You're not running around with it. So this would make more sense. But for some reason, whenever I use it, it just doesn't feel like it's helping at all. Like, I feel like this one helps more. And it's just +2. And you don't need to be crouching or anything for it. So yeah, that's the MG42 completed. Not a bad LMG at all. Certainly not a bad one. It's just more like this dead drop spam thing that's going on right now. That's just making this game unplayable. And I'm refusing to do it because I'm keeping my fingers crossed that there's some form of retribution or whatever. Like, Sledgehammer actually does something against the people who are doing this, who are abusing it. Like I said, do it once or twice, you know, like or even just do it once, one day. You're like, okay, let's try it out and just see what it is like, right? And you play a little bit for the day and that's what you use. That's one thing. But to just keep on using it every day, and then clanning up with people who are doing it also, so all of you guys are doing it, it's become like, it's just sickening playing this game, dude. Like, I genuinely hate the game, like, to this point where it's like, dude, I don't know, man, I just can't be bothered with this game anymore. So 2 things I wanted to talk about. What were they? One was the shotgun thing. So Dragon asked me this question, right? He's like, what do you think's going to be the meta, like, you know, the abusive meta once the shotguns get nerfed into the ground, right? And I was like, I don't know, man, like, who knows what the fucking next garbage is going to be, right? But what I'm actually more interested in knowing isn't what the next meta is going to be, but I want to know how many people drop off this game. Once they nerf the shotguns and they can't abuse that garbage, how many people will be like, I don't want to play this game anymore? Like, because it takes no skill to use the shotguns. There's no skill required whatsoever. And so one presumes whatever the next meta is still going to require a little bit more skill than no skill, right? So how many people will realize they're just absolute trash, they don't even have that little bit of more skill, and just give up on the game, right? So, like, once they nerf the shotguns, how many people are going to remain with the game? Yeah, those shotgun abusers. What was the second thing? Fuck, I've forgotten. Shit, I should... Fuck, man, I was just thinking about it. What was it? Yeah, let me just rewind the stream. The shotgun thing and... Oh, the level up system. Okay, yeah, I remember now. The other thing with this game is, like, how intensive this leveling up the guns are. Like, having the 70 attachments, like, 70 levels, and a lot of the guns are pretty bad. Like, there's a few guns out of the box. Like, this gun was pretty decent out of the box. Like, the combat shotgun's gonna be decent out of the box, even when they nerf it. The STG is going to be decent even out of the box. There's certain guns, like even the 3-line sniper is pretty good out of the box. You don't need to like have any attachments on it, but like it clearly, like most of every single weapon, even those weapons, only get really good once you've leveled it up, right? And it takes a really long time to level it up. Even with double XP, it's still a bit of a grind. How many new players are actually going to want to play this game after like everyone, like after the preseason, like after it gets to the point where the bulk of everyone remaining in the game have leveled up most of everything, right? Or leveled up what they need to be really OP. How many new players are actually going to want to come and join this game and start that grind from zero, right? And not have anything leveled up like that's OP, and just get shit on game after game after game with people who have already leveled up their guns. Even with the skill-based matchmaking, it's not going to be possible at a certain point to put these new players in new lobbies, right, with only new players. So they're definitely going to be put into lobbies. Even if the skill level's low, those people are still going to have significantly better weapons than the new players jumping in, right? So my theory is like short of like after this preseason, honestly, the new player count for Vanguard is going to dip even harder, because there's going to be a lot of people that just don't want to put up with that level up system and just being dutied on for so long because they have weaker weapons than everyone else. The argument Dragon had was, yeah, they'll go into Warzone and level it up in Plunder or whatever and do that. But those people aren't jumping into Vanguard. It's more the Vanguard that are jumping into Warzone, right? So it's unlikely people are going to put up with a Warzone leveling up guns so they can jump into Vanguard and compete like in a reasonable way. More likely the new players coming into Vanguard are jumping into Vanguard for the first time with very little upgraded. Maybe they have a little bit upgraded in Warzone and they're like, okay, let's jump into Vanguard now. But most of them are probably like new players, right? So yeah, those are the two like things that I'm wondering. Like this game's gonna be like kind of out of reach for a lot of new players because of the like gunsmith system at the moment. At the gunsmith system, there is no changing this gunsmith system for this game. That's a sad thing, right? They've gone so hardcore with it, like it's gonna like really drive a lot of new players away from the game, like, or even I honestly wouldn't recommend new players joining the game once it gets to that point. I mean, I don't recommend people joining the game right now because it's like buggy as all hell. But at least now everyone's kind of similar level playing field. It's just a lot of people are exploiting certain bugs and shit. But at a later date, there is no, like, you're not going to be able to compete against, even in your skill bracket lobbies. It's just, if you're new to the game, you're just not going to have enough like attachments on your gun and stuff like that to make it worth grinding it out. Yeah. And the shotgun people, I want to know how many of them will just stop playing this game once the shotguns get nerfed. Like I know there'll be some that'll, are just doing it because they want their high KD and stuff like that, and they'll move on to the next meta like build when that's the case. But there's going to be a very, very big chunk of those shotgun users that just don't play the game after it, because right now it takes no skill and no thought, no nothing to like run the shotguns. And when it actually requires some level of skill, a lot of those people are not going to want to put that effort. They might have the skill to do it, but they're not going to want to put that effort, especially after like getting so used to like just putting no effort and doing so well. And then suddenly you have to put some effort and you're not doing half as well, right? Yeah, a lot of them will just stop playing the game, I think. That's my thoughts. And like I said in the earlier stream, this dead drop thing is just a nightmare. And I miss the Cold War cooldown system. I can't believe I'm saying it. I don't miss the requisition style of that system, but the cooldowns to the streaks and all, so they can be spammed and all, I miss that a lot. I do. Like, it's become obnoxious, like how you can spam certain things again and again and again. And like, yeah, genuinely hope Sledgehammer takes some form of action against the people who abuse the system. If nothing else, if not like punishing the people who did the dead drop system, I think they should reward the people who didn't. I think it'd be a really cool thing, like for the people who didn't abuse the dead drop system or didn't abuse something or the other, right? Like, obviously everyone did the shotgun thing because you have to level up the shotguns, right? And sometimes the riot shield makes sense. Like, there's going to be scenarios where the riot shield makes sense on your back, like in shipment and shoot. I mean, and shoot like shipment. It makes sense to run the riot shield. You're not doing something wrong. You're not abusing the system, but it also is kind of like, yeah, you are abusing the system. It's kind of like this 50-50. But that dead drop thing is 100% they're exploiting the system, right? So the people who didn't do it or did it very little, maybe give some reward to them. Like give them like a free bundle. Like the people who never did the dead drop system, like me, I'd get a nice big fat bundle. The people who abuse the system for like a little bit, but like aren't abusing the system permanently, they get a medium-sized bundle. And the people who abused it don't get nothing. For free. Give us something for free. And you know, yesterday I was saying this, yeah? And I'm gonna say it again. Like, the state this game is in, none of us, not me, not anyone, should have paid $70 or $60, however much you paid for this game. You shouldn't have been the one paying for this game. We are 100% beta testing this game for them. In the state it is. It's not like there's a few bugs, so it's acceptable. We are 100% the testers for this game, like this preseason. And if you paid money for this, which I did, you got ripped off because you should be being paid as a tester for this game, not like that's why when like this dead drop system is being abused and stuff like that. It's one thing if we didn't pay for the game and the system's being abused until they fix it and all that. That's one thing. But we all paid money for this system and it's so broken. So many things are not working. We're the ones calling it out, dude. We're the ones experiencing these problems. And like the Daniel bug, dude. Like the very first day I leveled up Daniel, like in my weapon grind stream. And I used the second skin and instantly my game started crashing, right? I called it out, dude, like long before it was in the Trello board or anything like that. I'm like, dude, this is crashing the game. This skin is crashing the game, the Daniel skin. I didn't send them a message. I didn't send them like anything like, I didn't like file like error thing and all. I'm not doing that because I paid for this game. I don't need to fucking tell. I made my streams. If you watched it, you saw it, like what the bug was. And all that. So that's the way I put out these bugs. I'm not going to fucking go report them every time. It's not my job. But we are 100%. Everyone, even the people who are not streaming the game and are just playing the game, are 100% testing the game at the moment. We're beta testers, and we should have been paid for this state of the game, testing this state of the game. Everyone. No one should have paid money for this game. In this current state. That's my thoughts behind it, dude. Yeah. The other thing, the camo bug, right? The camo bug and the sledgehammer name tag and all those. People who didn't do that don't get, like, we didn't get nothing for it. Like, I mean, I'm not going to do it because I want the reward of unlocking Atomic when I unlock it, right? But those are the kind of things, like, people who did that, abused that and all. They should not get nothing. And the people who aren't doing those things should be like rewarded in some way. Like if nothing else. I would rather not have a reward and I would rather have those people punished for doing what they did. But at the very least, reward the people who aren't doing it. That would be wonderful. That would be so wonderful. Like you just give us a free gift like of like a blueprint and some skin for the operators and all. Something really nice. Because this game is really bad, and right now we're putting up with a lot of shit just to play your fucking game. And And yeah, like I like the grind and all that of the camos and stuff like that, but in its current state, it is absolutely 100% a miserable experience doing it. How nice would that be, dude? Suddenly you're gifted a bundle and it's like, thank you for not exploiting the game when you could have. And those assholes who exploited the game get nothing. How nice would that be? Anyway, that's it for now. Hope you guys enjoyed. Check out my old streams if you haven't already. And I will catch you later. Bye. So the plan now is to start grinding the 3-line sniper challenges. It's max leveled, but there's like some long shots and headshot challenges that I need to complete. And then obviously the long grind of 100 bloodthirsties. So that's probably what I'll do.